Hi. Hi there. Hi. Good evening. Hi there. It's April Braswell, and it is Friday evening. It is Good Friday, and happy Passover to everyone celebrating Passover. It is just a little bit after 6 o'clock. I apologize for the late start, and I do also apologize. Sometimes it cuts out a little bit as we all are here doing the safe at home is my cat just chimed in, so I'll be feeding him another couple of spoonfuls while starting this. Is we're all using the home Wi-Fi to do work and to do business, so I apologize. The internet drops a little bit sometimes. I will stay on and do this session the entire time, and just because he will be quite loud the entire time that I do this, I'm giving him a little bit of food just as we start so he's not crying the whole time, or we will hear a crying cat for the next 20-30 minutes. So I always do a little bit of an introduction here. Hi, good evening, thank you. For folks who are new to doing EFT, which stands for Emotion Freedom Technique, and I'll just let him do that, fine. Emotion Freedom Technique. And that's been around since around 2007 or even earlier than that. I think I first discovered it back around 2008 when I lived in the San Francisco Bay Area. It is more popularly known now as tapping. So you may have heard of tapping. What is so wonderful with tapping, I try to do a mini introduction to it here at the beginning, just in case you're new to doing that. Hi, thank you. Welcome. And if you are here, please do chime in and say hello in the comments. Say hello. And then give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and let me know where you're connecting from. I always love to hear. And let me know how things are going where you are. I'm here in Orange County, and it's interesting. It's quite dramatic, the clouds right now. We have been, a couple of things are going on. One of the ways that I am managing our stress and anxiety level is I don't watch the news every day. I don't even check the headlines really every day, other than to actually Jordan lets me know, or my sister lets me know. She's with the Department of Health in another state. So that is one of the things to do actively to manage your stress and anxiety is I recommend that you do not follow every single headline, that you do not watch the news 24/7 because it focuses on the negative. And we are all in an unprecedented time. So actually, our unconscious mind is kind of reverting back to what's known as the reptilian brain, where it's fight, flight, or freeze. And a lot of us, even as rational and intelligent as we are, and we might intellectually kind of dismiss something, our emotional mind is going the whole time anyway. And it's perceiving, it's like, I don't care what you say, it knows this is not regular. This is not what's normal. So inside, your unconscious mind's doing that little the entire time. So something you can do concretely to help with that, the word is ameliorate, is, it's a mouthful, is one the concrete thing you can do. Hi, thank you, welcome, hello, chime in the comments and let me know where you're connecting from. I was just saying one of the things you can actively do to manage your emotions and manage the inner emotions, whether they fully come out or not, is to guard your eyes. What am I watching? What am I not watching? Do it also over at social media. There are people where I've kind of snoozed them for 30 days because they were starting to get a little too negative or were posting a little bit too much about their recreational drinking. It's fine to have a glass of wine if you're someone who's, being sober isn't an issue for you. And just an apology here again too is the internet is cutting out a little bit here today. I apologize. We are all dealing with this, with doing all of our work from home and using the home internet. So it's ironic. I'm paying for my office and I have wonderful connectivity at my office, but it is better for everyone that I don't go into my office. Hi, thank you. I apologize if the internet's cutting out while you're here. That's just because we're doing, the home Wi-Fi and everyone's using it in the area. So guard your eyes and then come here and do the EFT with me on Fridays and Saturday nights. I'm choosing to do them on Friday and Saturday evenings, in addition to the guided meditations that I do in the morning, Monday through Friday, is because it's usual in our culture. I offer this really in particular for the folks who want to keep sober. And then really for everyone is anxiety and stress. They build up during the week, and we're still used to that, even though our lives are a little different with that Monday through Friday thing now. Our mind is still used to kind of wanting to do a release in some way on the weekend. And so people who are trying to keep sober, Friday and Saturday can be extra challenging, in particular the evenings. And really for all of us, there's still that internal mechanism for, oh, it's Friday night, I'm going to kick back. And there's all of the stress and buildup of anxiety from the week, and we want to do something positive and constructive with it. So EFT tapping is a wonderful tool to, in particular, be real. And a lot of us are being more real during this quarantine. Oh, I'm sorry. I think it's cutting out again. I apologize. You can see I'm not even wearing any makeup today. I usually at least like try to do eyebrow pencil. We're keeping it real. I was joking, earlier today with two women. We were talking about our hair, and I'm not even bothering trying to style and flatten and blow out my hair, because I need to invariably, with taking walks and going to the store over the course of the week, is hi, hello, thank you. I apologize if it's cutting out a little bit. It's the home Wi-Fi that we're using. We have to take a shower and scrub down every time that we go out, and whether it's just to take a walk or to go do something in the neighborhood where we need to, like Jordan today needed to bring the barrels in from the garbage. Well, he was out on the street, is in that kind of contact, and he's being very, very safe, and I appreciate his being safe like that for me as well as for him. It's his way of being protective. So when we come in, we take off, completely change our clothes, we shower. So ladies, you know how it is when you've got longer hair. Even if you put it up in, a shower cap, part of it always gets wet. My hair is always getting wet. And really it's like another day or two for it to be fully dry and to brush it out where it looks really good. Well, by the time it's like 2 or 3 days later, my hair is doing it again. I'm taking another shower and it's going again. So I'm like, it's just how it is. I think it's one of the nice things that's going on now is we're keeping it real. So when we're both kind of hungry for real connection with each other, which is why these lives and doing Zooms is so wonderful, that when we show up, hi, hello, thank you, when we show up and connect like this and show our less, facade kind of stuff, that we have a more genuine connection with each other. And what's kind of cool, I heard the expression the other day, I'm kind of like morphing it a little bit, is, I'm like shine your essence, shine your vibe to attract your tribe. So I keep saying shine your essence. And by my coming out here, I'm attracting my tribe. People will come check it out and they'll be like, I like her, or hey, she's perfectly fine, but not me. Totally cool, because that's why God has created so many different people. Pardon me. I'm trying not to burp. So many different people that you can do guided meditation, you can do EFT with different people. And I'm going to focus tonight in particular around stress and anxiety. And what I like to do is the last 5 minutes is to dedicate that, the last round of tapping, the last cycle, to folks who are dealing with craving for alcohol and who want to keep sober. And I am not in AA per se, so I'm not anonymous about this. And if you are worried about anonymity, is this whole thing is EFT, and anyone can be here, anyone can chime in. And I do ask that even if alcohol is not an issue for you, please stay on for the last 5 minutes, stay on for the last cycle of the tapping, and hold that space so that you hold the space to send that love and releasing and reducing cravings for others, so that you're a blessing in your very energy and spirit that you emanate from you. So the way that EFT, the way that tapping works is we kind of start with the negative. That's what I mean about keeping it real. That's what I like so much with it, is we keep it real. The way that it works is you use the expression of even though. So if you can, write down a sentence that captures for you how you're feeling right now. And if you can, give it a number, 0 to 10, 10 being and 0 being, oh, really, I'm kind of neutral. And give it a number, 0 to 10. And usually when we kind of check in, really it's around usually 6 or 7 for people. And maybe something happened in your family that's really making it closer to an 8 today. I have a friend up in Canada where a dear family member had a stroke this past week, and the whole family is across the world from her. So that's a challenge, and they are dealing with a new stress level. And I'm not trying to judge her or say anything negative that way. I'm just being real that I'm sure her stress is elevated. So your stress might be elevated just today or in the last day or two for something. So write it down, write down a sentence for you. The full idea is, the phrase is, even though so last week I was feeling kind of discouraged. This week I'm feeling both like a little more hopeful, but maybe a little, I'm trying to find the word. I'm going to use discouraged as a placeholder until like it sort of comes out, because I'm doing some better stuff, but part of what I'm wanting to do is to connect with people who want to get sober or to stay sober. I'm a sober mentor. It's what I do professionally, as well as other tools in terms of I do a whole integrative health and wellness. Hi, Jeff. Oh, good. Welcome. Thank you. And happy Passover and Good Friday to everyone. One of the things I sell are the doTERRA oils and the essential oils and all of the products with it. They're kind of amazing right now, and it's something where it's very supportive for reducing stress and anxiety, as well as our immune systems. And I want the people who are interested there, I want them to know who I am. It's not about being aggressive and I'm like super pitchy, but I want people to find me. And I used to be able to do in-person networking, and I can do networking by Zoom, but it still doesn't feel that same casual, comfortable way of where you just chat with people afterwards and you have your coffee beforehand, or you have that casual conversation afterwards. It's different in Zoom. So I'm feeling a little, I'm going to say discouraged, just until I have another word. So even though I'm feeling kind of discouraged, and I would say today maybe it's closer to like a 5, and last week it was around a 7. Even though I'm feeling kind of discouraged, I completely love and accept myself. So find your phrase, find your sentence for the kind of negative. It's okay to be a little negative here. That negative emotion of how you're truly feeling. And then what we do with the tapping is we start with the side of our hand. We're going to be doing a little karate chop here on the side of our hand. And then the next part we do is our crown. And I'm going to do an abbreviated version tonight. We're just going to do a few, and because it's the holiday weekend, I want people to be able to be with their families and to do Shabbat and to do everything together. Or maybe they're doing Seder tonight by Zoom. We do here. Sometimes we do under the eye. I'm not sure if I'm going to do under the eye tonight or not, or maybe I will a little bit. The next one is here, and then here, and then the spot's kind of like right here. It's called the sore spot. And then I do a karate chop here just around the bra area. And then we end on the end of the cycle is you take it to just about an inch there on the back of my hand, about an inch down from that part of the knuckle on my hand. So it's about like a half inch or so down from that top of the knuckle on that flat part of my hand below the ring finger, and you're gonna do a little tap there with your fingers. So by the time you get to the back of the hand, the idea is, oh, I apologize, I think it's cutting out again, is by the time you get to the end, you are now saying a slightly different sentence that is a little more hopeful. And at some point it does start to shift for you. Sometimes it happens in the rotation, sometimes it happens after a couple of rotations. So let's go ahead and get started now, shall we? Okay, good. And so put both feet on the ground. I'm going to just take a sip of water here. And maybe you want to do so where you are too. And just get comfortable where you're seated. Have a little water. We're supposed to be hydrated and well hydrate. It tastes really good. And then just start on the side of your hand and start doing that little karate chop like that on the side of your hand there. It's about a half inch or just below the pinky on the side of the hand there. And I'm going to start. Even though I've been feeling a little discouraged, a little stymied, a little frustrated, I completely love and accept myself. And even though I've been feeling a little stymied with my work in reaching the people I'm born to serve, I completely love and accept myself. And I just shifted while I was there. I just sat up a little bit better, a little bit straighter, where my spine is supported. And what's kind of nice is to do like all fingers there for your head. You end up getting the crown of your chakra almost by default by just kind of doing all of it. And then, you'll get some of it. You don't have to be perfect. That's the nice thing with tapping. It doesn't have to be perfect. It still works. It still works. And even though I've been feeling kind of stymied with my work and reaching my audience who I'm born to serve, and go ahead and do that when you want to, whenever it feels right for you. Do a good exhale. Let out a little bit of sound, a little and I completely love and accept myself. And then under here, just about, it's called under the under eye area there. It's kind of like around the a little bit below the bone, around the apple. And even though I've been feeling a little stymied to reach the people I'm born to serve, the people who are praying for the help that I provide, who would love to work with me, I completely love and accept myself. And even though I've been feeling a little stymied, I completely love and accept myself. Oh, that was nice. A little release in my back. I completely love and accept myself. And even though I've been feeling kind of stymied with reaching the women I'm born to work with, who are praying for the kind of help that I offer, and the men too, I think they're starting to notice and find me because I'm putting myself out there to be findable. And I completely love and accept myself. And I even accept God, the divine timing, just the right timing. And then at the karate chop point, oh, I think I jumped. Did I do here? I can't remember. And even though I've been feeling kind of stymied with my work, with everything going on, with the quarantine, I'm feeling quite grateful and appreciative of what I have, the food we have to eat, that I have Jordan, who I live with, and I get to hug him and kiss him every day and see his darling face looking at me, and he's so sweet and happy. And he gets to do his yoga. We have yoga and we have the internet. Even when it drops here, and I apologize, it drops sometimes. That's just how it is with doing the home. I feel so fortunate and so blessed. I have a smartphone, I have a computer. Oh, and I'm feeling a little sad with this special holiday week where the whole world is pretty much celebrating one of their religion's major holidays. Passover, I know, is not the same specialness. It's a different specialness. The way that Easter is like our biggest holiday as Christians. Jordan's the oldest in his family. I feel very special with Passover for him. I'm feeling a little sad. He was feeling a little sad because both his parents have passed, and his brother is across the county, and we can't be together in person. It's like he was just feeling the feelings that it's different this year, and it is. It's not that we're not grateful, it is different. And so I'm feeling a little sad that I'm not getting to be with my family on Easter in person, sharing that meal together, that specialness. And even though all of that, I completely love and accept myself, and I send that love out to them, and I send it to you. I'm so grateful. I'm so appreciative. I'm so grateful and so appreciative of all the blessings I have. We have toilet paper in the house. We have food. We have hot water. Hot water that kills the germs along with the soap. I completely love and accept myself. And now I need to flip the phone. Pardon? To get to the other side. And that's what you want to do, is sort of you start on one side and you want to end of the hand on the other side. So you're engaging both sides of the brain. And then I'm just using the 2 fingers on the side there, just that below the back of my hand. And even though I was feeling kind of discouraged and stymied, I'm feeling quite grateful. I'm really quite grateful for everything that I have and everything that's going on. And I have this wonderful view. I have greenery. I have shelter. I have Jordan. I have our darling cat. I feel very, very fortunate. And I want to be a blessing out to others. And I completely love and accept myself. It is just about 6:30. So I'm going to do this rotation for folks who are wanting to keep sober. And I ask that even if this is not an issue for you, please join me. It's not an issue for me anymore. I'm very blessed. God has completely freed me. My whole higher self, I am completely freed from the cravings for alcohol. However, I completely remember, and I ask you to hold this space with me of freedom as I say this for others. And so even if this is not an issue for you, please say it along with me and do the tapping rotation as an act of service for others. And this way it's then safe for everyone to chime in the comments below and to say whatever they want to say or chime in and hail from wherever you are without revealing too much if you don't quite want to hear. Yeah, my phone number's there. You're always welcome to get a hold of me for the sober mentoring work that I do. And I'm happy to assist. So please join with me now. So even though I'm feeling even though I'm craving alcohol this evening and kind of starting to plan for maybe how to get it later tonight and how to have plenty around, I completely love and accept myself. And even though I've been having cravings for alcohol and wanting to get to that oblivion, that complete oblivion, I completely love and accept myself. Yeah. And then even though I've been having those cravings for alcohol, those old familiar cravings, I completely love and accept myself. And even though I've been feeling those cravings and thoughts and feelings for alcohol and that oblivion just to knock my brain out and just escape. I completely love and accept myself. And even though I've been feeling cravings for alcohol and starting to have thoughts about alcohol and getting drunk tonight, I'm choosing to stay sober. I'm choosing to stay sober instead. And I completely love and accept myself. And even though I'd been having those thoughts and feelings for craving alcohol, I'm choosing to stay sober right now. I'm choosing to stay sober tonight. And I completely love and accept myself. And even though I'd been having some thoughts of getting some alcohol tonight, whatever they are for you, whatever those thoughts were, I'm choosing to stay sober tonight. And I completely love and accept myself. And I send that to you. I choose to stay sober tonight. And I completely love and accept myself. And I completely love and accept myself. And I choose to stay sober tonight. And feel free to come back tomorrow. Tomorrow night I do this Friday night and Saturday night at 6 p.m. Pacific time during the quarantine time, to be a space that you can come to safe and connect. And it's a wonderful EFT, stress, anxiety release. And we can connect here and do connection and keep it real, because that's what we really crave when we're wanting to go to that oblivion. It's that comfort and love that we didn't quite receive. And so give it to yourself right now as we do that final 2-finger tap on the back of our hand on the other side, the other hemisphere, the other side of our body. And I give myself that love and acceptance. I completely love and accept myself from the very heart of God, the heart of the divine. Bring all of that in and know you are deeply, deeply loved. Have a wonderful evening. God bless. Happy Passover. And I wish all who celebrate a reverent Good Friday and Saturday for over the weekend. I will see you tomorrow night. Thank you so much for joining in. If you know someone who'll be blessed by this, please tag them in the comments. Share this over to them through Messenger, or you can copy the link if you want to do it discreetly. And please share this with others where it will be a blessing for them, and share the connection. Go forth, shine your essence, and be the blessing that you were created to be in the world. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you.